So just before we get into it, how mad has the weather been around here? Honestly, over the past week, it has been absolutely nuts. We've had the big freeze. I mean, last week we were down about -6, -7 overnight. Everything, probably for about 4 or 5 days, everything was frozen solid. Even during the day, sun came out, lovely, beautiful day, but everything was still frozen solid. We didn't get over zero for at least a week. Then on Saturday, just gone, today's Monday when I'm filming this, by the way, so Saturday, we had snow. It started snowing at around about 8:30 in the morning, and it didn't stop for about 4 or 5 hours. I have never seen that much snowfall in such a short space of time around here. We had loads of it. I was out, we were having a great time. I went out with Robbie, sledging, stuff like that, and great fun. I woke up the next day, Sunday, I was up early. I was away out the house about 8:30, and I kid you not, there wasn't one single flake of snow to be seen. Not one iota, not one little bit, not any big piles, no snowmen, no nothing left. It had all melted, it had all completely gone and disappeared. And then today, Monday, we've got gale force winds. It's about 40, 50 mile an hour winds here. It has been going crazy outside. Temperature-wise, it's all right. It's just a bit nuts. Why are we here today? Strawberries, that's why we're here today. This year, what a weird year this has been for growing. Weird weather, weird times, weird slug problems, we had this, we had that, we had everything. I had terrible problems, absolutely awful problems with the strawberries, which was odd. The rest of the soft fruit, like the raspberries and things like that, did pretty well. Strawberries, terrible, awful. Now I did a thing, I had a video out. I think it was back, was it 2, maybe 3 years ago now, 2022-ish, maybe, I'll have to check. I'll put some footage, you can have a look at some footage, you can see what it looks like. I completely revamped the strawberry bed area, did it all up, got all weeded, got all sorted, it was all beautiful, it was all lovely. It was doing all right. And this year it's just been a bit meh, a bit average, a bit rubbish. The strawberries were terrible. Whether the plants are too old, I know, sort of 3 to 5 years, tape runners, start new plants, grow new things. Not really done that. I've kind of let it get on top of it a bit. Not great. Rubbish. I didn't harvest one single strawberry this year. So, not one to rest on my laurels. I am doing something about it. Bit of a plan. The plan isn't going to come to fruition for about 6 weeks though, but let's just see what the plan is. I'm getting a new strawberry bed. So I've been in touch with my friends at Vegiga who do the big metal beds that you might have seen. So I've got a couple of those. I've got the big U-shaped bed and I've got the big round bed. I'm getting a strawberry bed, and so it's like a turreted castle shaped bed. And again, I'll put a little picture up here. Have a look at that, see how it's going to look. So the old wooden strawberry bed going to come out. Might do something with the wood, don't know what yet. New strawberry bed's going to come in, going to jazz it up, I'll get revamped, and I've been shopping. Oh yes, I have. And we've got some new strawberry plants, and let me just show you them here. These ones here, these are called Pegasus. I've got a couple of these. They come as bare roots. So you can see them here. They come as the bare root plants. These were from Sutton's. A lot of the seed suppliers, a lot of these companies have offers on at this time of year. These were all on special offer, got them bought. So this one here is Pegasus. This one here is something like that. Anyway, I'll put links down below. You can go and have a look rather than me trying to terribly pronounce the names. You can see them here again, the bare roots. We've got another 2 to come, and the label has fallen in here. This one here, if I can see it, this one is Cambridge, this type of strawberry here. And last but not least, again, we've got the label here, and this one here is Marshmallow. All of these come, the previous 3, these are in 6, so there's 6 bare root plants in each of these tubs. The marshmallows were separate, and there's 12 of these all together. So we've got, 18, we've got 30 strawberry plants all together, which hopefully should be enough. And why have I got them in these little tubs? So obviously they're coming through the postal system. They're going to be drying out. They're not getting watered in cardboard boxes. As soon as these got delivered, out the boxes, out the plastic bags, into these plastic tubs. And there was loads more water in than there is there. I emptied some of the water out outside for doing this video. And they're in there. Give them a big old drink. Anything that comes through the post, any sort of mail order plants, as soon as you get them in some water, get them a drink, because they'll have been drying out for a few days by the time they've worked through whatever courier or that they're coming through, that they've got through. These were Every, I think. Every gets a bad name. Tell you what, got a good delivery. They were absolutely smashing. Not a jot of bother. They were brilliant. But you can see the problem we've got in that we have the bare root plants here. The new strawberry bed doesn't come for around about 6 weeks' time. So probably into January, end of December, into January, before it's going to get here. So I've got a bit of a plan. And what's the plan? Let me see if I can find one. Now, I think, well, I'm going to put them in pots. I've just knocked a load of pots over down there. It might have to be one of these blue ones. I think these are, I can't remember how many litres they are. Is it 3 litres? No, I can't remember off the top of my head. You can see here how big they are. Look, there's my hand going inside. That's how big they are. Again, I'll have a look. If I can find the link, I'll put it in the description down below. You can see the pots I'm going to use. Now, normally, I might use one of these for some of the smaller bare root plants. These pots here, they're a bit smaller. What I don't want to do is, the reason I'm saying that is I don't want to use loads and loads and loads of compost. Equally, I don't want to squash them in so they haven't got room to grow. But if I just get one separately, so you can see there, they're all different shapes and sizes. Some of them have got big long roots. That one, to be fair, will probably go in this grey pot quite nicely. And there's a bit of room, plenty of room in there, you can see, for the roots to grow and spread. They're going to be 6 weeks. They're not going to grow a lot at this time of year, are they? They're going to be quite dormant, which is why it's the best time of year. Get your bare root strawberry plants so that they're dormant and they're not growing and they're not going to do much. So, without further ado, let's get over here. Let's get some of these sorted in these little pots and see how things are going to look. And a little bit more chat about some of the winter projects that are going on. So we don't have the multi-camera set up today like we normally do in the greenhouse. Some of my camera stuff is packed away at the moment, moving some stuff around. So unfortunately, we've just got the one camera, but with a bit of luck, you can still see everything I'm up to. And don't worry, I'm not going to go through and show you how to do this with 30 different bare root strawberry plants. We'll just do the one. And let me get the label out the bottom here, just so I can tell you which one it is that I'm doing. And these ones here, these are the Cambridge ones. So we'll get one of them. And again, it doesn't look like much, does it, this time of year? It's been snipped off. Some of them come with the green leaves, some of them don't. Some of them look a bit pale. Obviously, they're not really being fed very well. But what I'm going to do, put in a little bit of compost. That's maybe, let me just check with my finger there. Maybe it's 1.5 centimetres worth of compost in there. And I'm just going to tease the roots apart a little bit, because I don't want them going in sort of all bunched up and tangled up. And I'm going to sort of push it down. We'll not put the stalks in. We're just going to push it down and just try and get the roots to spread out a little bit on the bottom. And then we will literally just pile a load of compost up on the top there. And again, I'll show you this. This is where the dual camera thing comes in dead helpful, that unfortunately we don't have. And we're just going to pop this up. And it's just a case of that. I'm going to give it loads of water. So we've got our good old friend, the old iron brew bottle here, with the sort of sprinkle top on there. The compost, again, the compost is a little bit dry because it's been out in the greenhouse for a couple of weeks in the big tray. Don't go through loads of compost at this time of year. But you can see the water starting to come through the bottom there. We'll just let that drip through. And that's all it's going to be. And I'm probably going to pick something like, let me just grab this tray down here. One of these big trays with a sort of Hessian, it's not a Hessian as such, but the sort of matting on the bottom of it that holds the water in it. All the little strawberry plants will sit out like that, and they'll sit out here in the greenhouse, ready to go up to the allotment. I might leave them in the greenhouse. I might stay in the greenhouse for a while. They might go up to the polytunnel. Doesn't make much difference. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. But again, I've got about 6 weeks of managing these plants. What I don't want them to do is be somewhere too shaded, too protected, too warm, and they start growing at this time of year. So we need to balance out what's going to be the best environment to keep them dormant, keep them well watered, keep them alive, kind of thing. So I think probably the polytunnel. I think I'm going to go to the polytunnel. So we'll take them to the polytunnel. We'll put them in there because there's a lot of airflow through the polytunnel. We've got vented doors at either end. Maybe it's just a better environment through there. But then the rats might be there and the rats might want to nibble. But they should be all right. Polytunnel decided. Anyway, right, that's that done. Let me do some more of these and I'll come back to you in just a jiffy. So we're going to film this bit before we lose the light, because it's the camera's probably doing a really good job of making it look lighter than it is. The sun has gone down. it is getting darker and darker and darker as I speak. So I've managed to get 7 of these done. Why have I got 7? Because there was a bonus plant inside the box. So there's only meant to be 6 of each. So these are the Cambridge ones. There we go. The grey pots, it turned out with the perfect size for these ones. Let me just grab you one of these and show you it a bit closer. So these are the grey pots. I'm pretty sure I just bought plants from a garden centre that came in these grey pots. So it's a great way for recycling. Keep your pots, keep using them, use them again and again for stuff. So yeah, perfect size. Couple of months to be in there before they go out. You know, the sort of the runners come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. This one was massive when it came out the bag, and you can see he's got lovely green leaf on the top. This is an average one. Don't worry if there's a bit of dead on it like that. Don't worry about it. I'll probably snip that off just so it doesn't attract the slugs and things like that, so they don't come along. But it's got green, some healthy green shoots on it, and they will grow, and it'll be a big, strong, lovely strawberry producing plant. But what we do have, look at this, in the red pot. So it's in the special red pot because this is the little strawberry runner that could. This is the extra special bonus one. And there's water at the bottom of the pot dripping down my hands. This is the little extra special bonus one that came in the box earlier on. So I've got high hopes. This is the runt of the litter, the underdog, the one that shouldn't survive, but it did. It's the little tiniest little strawberry runner, and had a tiny little root system, and it's in the special red pot. So it's going to be big, it's going to be strong, and it's going to give us the best strawberries of the season. Now the other couple of things to mention are those are varieties of strawberries, and that particular sort of pack that I got from Sutton's, I got it like that because it's meant to provide you with strawberries like throughout the strawberry season. So you'll get early ones, you get mid ones, you get late ones. So we're not going to get this big glut of strawberries all at once. But watch out for that project coming. Get that new bed in there, get it set up, get the new strawberry. That whole area there sort of at the allotment all kind of needs doing. I've been saying it for probably 2 to 3 years now that area needs doing. It needs a bit of TLC, needs a bit of tidying. And opposite that, on the other side of the plot, another project that's probably going to come over the winter is a bit of a wildlife area. I've got ideas about putting a pond in there, little pond, get some wildlife in there, some wildflowers, stuff like that going on. And I think that'll be a lovely feature on the plot. Watch out, they're all going to come soon. As I say, you know, the channel over the winter, obviously things go a bit quiet on the growing front, but it's the perfect time of year to get loads of projects and stuff done when it's cold, when there's not much happening. Get out there, get the jobs done, so when it comes to spring, when it comes to summer, I can just crack on and get stuff planted out. Anyway, that's me done for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, folks.